All right, so today we have the luxury of having one of our fellow YouTube subscribers, Jeremy and Joe. They, after a phone call with me, 1 hour free call that I offer, they they went out and applied some of the tools and techniques that I gave them. And oh, looks like Joe's online as well. Okay, good. All right, so today we have the luxury of having a couple of my fellow YouTube subscribers. Joe and Jeremy, a few months ago they gave me a call, and they were curious about how to get started. They were two college students. They went to school together, and so I'm going to go ahead and give them a call now. Let's get them on the phone, and you can hear their story about how they won their first contract. So let's see if we can get them on the phone. Get Jeremy.
Hello.
Jeremy.
Yes.
Hey, Joe just sent me a message. I think he's available. See if you can.
Yeah, I had just sent you one telling you he's
All
available
right,
too.
so let's bring him in to the call.
Okay. And do you want me to do it or you?
You can do it. That's fine.
Okay, so let me see. How would I do this? Oh, I got it. Share screens, add people to this call, and that will be Joe. Add to call. Do you see his picture?
So while we're waiting for that call.
Hello, Eric.
Yes,
Okay, Joe, we're all here now.
Joe.
Okay.
Hey, good
Hi, how are
morning.
you guys?
Hey, good morning. How are you this morning?
Yeah, good after. Okay, to us, to me, it's good afternoon this side. I'm fine. I'll be good morning
Oh,
probably
okay.
towards the
Well,
end of the
thank
year when
you.
I come back. Yeah.
Okay, listen. So Joe, we're streaming live, but it's in private mode, so don't worry. Um, but we are streaming. So
Okay.
let's talk about you guys. You sent me a message the other day, and Jeremy did, and he said that you won your first contract.
That's correct.
Tell me about it.
Well, basically, what had happened went to after, of course, getting much of consultancy and also looking at some of the videos that you did as well in the past. We went to fedbit.com, and I think that was actually a platform usually for small businesses that just want to do procurement work, where, for example, to supply a computer or something. And there are tons of bid on fedbit.com where you could eventually just get something. Usually, they also don't take too long. So these are like um, contracts, I think, that are closing within a couple of hours, usually
Okay.
2 days to 3 days. So that sort of gives you a time for you to prep yourself, look for suppliers, get an amount, and then be able to bid for it.
Okay. Let me ask you this: how did you learn about fedbid.com?
Well, some of the videos, watching some of the videos, of course, your videos, and also plus just searching the internet. I think he's doing that, and also, just I think there was one. If you go to FPO,
Uh huh.
usually there's also sometimes a link from FPO that says, "Hey, this solicitation is also in
Exactly.
FedBank." So then that sort of links you to that as well.
And
Wow. Okay. So
also,
I remember back in August, you guys gave me a call. In fact, I was telling Jeremy before you called me. I found the footage from that call, and you guys were very excited. You were watching my videos, and you said, "Hey, we want to get started. We want to make some extra money." You remember that?
yes.
Yeah.
And so, can you tell us a little bit about what happened next? So we spent about an hour and a little bit over an hour and change on the phone. What did you guys do after you got off the phone with me?
We kept searching for contracts, like bidding. We just kept searching. We stumbled a little bit, but Joe worked hard. I worked hard, and what happened was this contract with Wilbur Incorporated. Um, we won that, but we didn't know. We won it back in June. We had no idea. And what happened was I was having trouble with Sam. Sometimes Sam gets stuck. And I called a local government individual, and she came to the house to help me. And everything got back on track. And then things were still kind of acting up. And then she helped me over the phone. And this was just recently she helped me over the phone. She's by the name of Mary. And she told me, congratulations on the contract you won. And she said, yeah. I said, are you sure? She said, yeah, for almost $27,000. I said, no, I don't think that's correct. And she said, no, it is. You should look into it. So I told Joe. Joe was like kind of confused too. And then we got on Fitbit together, and boom, we see it in the messages.
Wow.
And I was just like, oh my God. And then it's very exciting.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah, very exciting.
So your first contract is $27,000.
Yes.
20, yeah, say it's for 26 to be precise, 26,700.
Okay, so 26,000 and change. Wow.
Yeah.
And what? 3 months ago, you didn't know anything about federal contracts?
No, not no.
No.
I can honestly say I didn't.
Oh, okay. What, Joe? What made you guys start looking into doing federal contracts? What made you? How did you stumble upon me and my videos?
I think they did a couple of videos on the internet that they're awesome. I think every video that you find is awesome. But what I like about your video was it sort of like was more precise. I mean, people, you have a video that tells you within the first few minutes how much money you're going to make, but they don't really tell you the nitty details, what you need to do to be able to start. And what I like about your video is that you get straight to work. You get straight to telling people exactly what they need to do, how they need to start, and where they need to start. And I think that what really stands out in other videos as well. Then what really got us interested in the whole business is that we are business people. I mean, I studied at the University of Nebraska at Omaha in computer science.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I met my partner, my brother, my friend, Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then we say, look, maybe one day we might end up doing something together. We might start up a company or something.
Right.
Because what we wanted to do was we do federal government contracts. We do specific ideas, innovative ideas that we can also work with government. For example, some of the innovative products we designed.
Right.
For example, we have an endoscope instrument that we're designing and some battery system. But that's just to mention a few. But usually the idea is that we want to do something. We want to bring something to the great nation. And this, the United States is a great nation, and it's a land of opportunities. I think we need to make use of it.
Oh, I agree 100%. Wow. Well, you know what? So what's the next step for you guys after this? So you won your first contract. What's the next step for you?
Gain more contracts.
All right. I'm excited.
Awesome. Yeah.
I'm excited. So, well, I'm sorry, Jeremy?
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Well, I know that I'm very happy that you guys reached out to me and shared that with me. And I did want to share that experience with others because, people are watching these videos. One of the things that you mentioned, Joe, in the previous call that we did was that you liked my honesty, my sincerity, where we talked about the KPIs. And if you didn't have these things in place, it would prevent you from moving forward and getting more contracts. So,
correct.
And so that, I want to maintain that sincerity with people. A lot of people, they think that they can do this in their spare time, or that this is something they can do kind of like a side gig. But it does take work. You guys obviously put a lot of work into this. And you told me yesterday, you shared with me a little bit about some of the stumbling blocks that you had, making some of the phone calls, and people thought you were soliciting them, and some of the other challenges that you ran into along the way. But again, if you follow the steps and the process, you can be successful ultimately. And that's the message that I want to bring back. So, listen, I thank you guys so much for this time. what we're going to do. I really appreciate that. Is there anything that you guys want to leave people with to let them know? Jeremy?
Yes, Eric, you're a wonderful individual, very inspirational when it comes to developing a business because you're not out to make money for yourself. You want to help others make money, and everybody can just earn money together. And we can all talk about it and develop a
Right.
relationship. And um, basically, it's wonderful. I feel very good about it. You're making it very simple on how to use the FBO, everything like that. I watch your tutorials and things as such. So you are a very wonderful person.
No, thank you. I appreciate that. Joe, do you have anything you want to leave people with?
Yeah, I think I'm first of all, I'm very excited about the U.S. federal government. I think it's a very wonderful platform for many people, young or old, and I think I would say people living in disadvantaged communities or areas that are really they should really look towards what to do to do business with government instead of waiting for something.
Right.
And coming to you, I would say is that I really, Eric, I say really continue doing what you do. I think maybe one day you write a book. I'll be the first one to buy your book. Uh, Inspire the youth, inspire the young people, especially from minority backgrounds. We need that inspiration. We thank you,
Yes, sir.
and I like your sincerity. Continue doing what you're doing. I think Jeremy said so much about you, and I just want to add to that what to concur what to Jeremy had said, and I say thank you for the opportunity also today to speak to you.
Hey, no, not a problem. Listen, like I said, you guys, um, I'm always out there. If anyone needs anything, they can reach out to me. Eventually it's going to get to the point where there's too many calls coming in. But now, at least in the beginning, I can still make time for people like we did for you guys back in August. So, and I'm
Yes.
really, truly, I'm really happy about your success. I don't know if you guys feel that, but I'm just as excited for you guys as you are for yourselves, and I want the same for other people out there. So that's why I'm doing what I do. So I appreciate you guys spending a couple minutes this morning just to share your experience with others because I do believe that that will help inspire other people to take those next steps that they need in order to achieve some of the similar success that you guys have had so far. So I really do thank you guys this morning for spending a couple minutes with us. With that, I'm going to go ahead and